At what point do you get it in your head?
I know where this is going.
I'm gonna go to North Korea. Because I gotta tell you, that thought it's never come in my head. Like, I'm gonna go to North Korea. Why do you say to yourself, I want to go there?
Yeah, so now by this time now, I've been, making some waves in the sport. I'm getting better, and then I realized that, you know what? I don't need to be champion. I changed my mindset of stop trying to beat these guys. They've been playing since 3. You started at 17, bro. Like, you beating them is
like the top guys.
It's unlikely. So stop. Just be yourself. Go out there and have fun. So I started changing my mindset. So you know what? Instead of me trying to beat them, let me get 5 points. Let me start with that. Like, I can't get 5 points. So I started to focus on 5 points. Just get 5 points in one game. If you can get 5 points in one game, you're the world champion. And this is another way how I became pretty famous in the sport. I would get 5 points, and I would celebrate like I won the world championship. But I would lose 4-0. I lost 4-0. And people were like,
what the fuck is wrong
with this dude, bro?
Yeah.
But they didn't know. I started making these smaller goals so that I could accomplish. So I went from 5 points to one game. Let me get 5 points every game. Let me take one game. I'm the champion of the world. And I believed this shit. I believed it. And so I changed my mindset. So I started getting better and started getting more fame behind it. Started getting more interviews. Right, started doing big events now. Where people are like, yeah, we want you to come and do our event. As a ping pong pro. Steve Harvey saying we want you to come on our show. We want to interview you. All these interviews, all these magazines and stuff. And so life was getting good as a player, right? And so I started to think, what can I do big this year? Right, because now I had this momentum of each year something big happened, and the year before that, like I said, was a Steve Harvey show. I was doing a charity for ping pong in Virginia Beach, and then I was on their TV show, the Hampton Roads show. I was being interviewed on the TV show, and then Steve's producers saw that TV show and said, "Oh, we got to have him on the Steve Harvey show." So I did a Steve Harvey show the next couple of days later. So that year was a big year for me. I did this and I did that. And then the next year was coming. What can I do big this year? So I started getting to the mindset of what can I do big this year? And I thought, man, I don't know. Right? So I'm looking to see what tournaments I'm going to play. Okay, Japan, I'll play that. China, I'll play that. Germany, yeah, I'll play that one. Russia, man, play that one. Pyongyang. What? Pyongyang? Wait a minute. Pyongyang's North Korea. And I looked at it and said, no way there's a tournament. No way it's in Pyongyang. Yeah, Pyongyang, North Korea. And I was like, oh my God. Then it clicked immediately. I was like, oh my God, I should go to North Korea to do a diplomacy for world peace. And
what year is this?
This is 2015.
Okay.
And the reason I got this idea was because, American history is a very big American history, which is a historical moment, which is called the ping pong diplomacy, right? In 1971. Richard Nixon was the president. America established relations with China through ping pong. China,
really?
Yes. China.
Oh, is that in Forrest Gump?
Yes! Forrest Gump.
Shit.
That is exactly what Forrest Gump is doing. He's playing against the Chinese. And that was part of the diplomacy. China invited an American team to come over to China to play ping pong.
Ping pong.
So I was thinking, wait a minute. I can do the same thing. I could recreate or create my own history by going to North Korea and doing the same exact thing. So the first thing
How much did you know about North Korea? Like, as far as like how strict it was for Westerners?
Before I decided or after I decided?
Before you decided.
I knew nothing.
Right.
I just knew North Korea was like this bad place that you don't want to go to. But I thought the whole world would say, yeah, let's go as a team. I thought that I would.
Oh, your fellow U.S. guys would.
U.S., Germany, other countries around the world, Japan. I have friends now. Now, I have friends from all around the world.
Right.
So I thought that they would think it was a good idea that we should all go as a team and do the diplomacy for world peace. Because at this time, North Korea was pretty crazy, right? And everyone said, you're crazy. They were like, you're out of your mind. We're not going to North Korea. You're going to die there. They're going to kill you. You're not going to come back, et cetera, et cetera. So I was like, all right, you know what? If no one wants to go, I'll go by myself, right? So I called the U.S. team and says, hey, can you guys enter me into the Pyongyang Open? And then they were like, you know, we don't know if that's a good idea. And I was like, no, but I really want to go. I really want to go. Just enter me, and I'll make everything happen myself. So they enter me.
Who's doing that? Like when you say you contact the U.S. Federation, like
there's someone who's let's say the head of there's a name for it. I can't remember the name. The name changes, but there's someone whose job is to enter the athletes into the tournament.
But are they like calling up North Korea? And North Korea does it?
No. This is all done via online.
But this might be a very, very ignorant question, but like, they don't even have access in there.
Oh, they have their own access.
But not to us, to their own stuff.
No, so for example, because it's an ITTF competition, there's an ITTF. I don't know how you would say it. It's all connected to the International Table Tennis Federation. Remember, sports. When it comes to sports, anyone can go anywhere. Pretty much, if you're playing representing a country. So there's a form that you have to fill out. And I think that form, like I've actually never even seen the form. I've never seen it because players don't get to see it. It's a behind the scenes thing. But I'm sure it comes from the ITTF, right? Okay. So the initial entry form definitely doesn't come from North Korea. It comes from the ITTF, which is International Table Tennis Federation, right? Because the tournament's governed under them. So no matter where this tournament's at, it's always going to be ITTF that's governing the tournaments. That's the international governing body, right? But I still have to go through North Korea because I have to. All this is the entry into the competition, right? But now I have to make a visa to get there. I have to have a contact, right? All these things now are done through North Korea. So I'm getting, correspondence back and forth with the Secretary General, because, once I'm entered into the tournament, I need to make a visa. Like, you can't go there without a visa. Yeah. So how am I going to make that visa? So,
as this is starting, though, is this when you start really looking into it?
Yeah. Now I start to, now that I'm registered to go and nobody wants to go with me, now I start to take it a little bit more serious of possible things that can happen that can go wrong. Yeah. I'm very big on that. I'm very, very big on things that can happen that may go wrong. I had a brief problem years ago in Japan, so I research everything now. All
right, we'll table that one.
Yeah. So I'm watching all documentaries. I'm watching everything, and I think that was the same year that stupid movie came out. I wouldn't say it was stupid. It was actually funny.
Oh, The Dictator?
Yeah, that was 2001. It came out. So I see that. But I watch movies.
Wait, did that come out in?
That was 2001.
2001? We're in 2015 right now.
No, it was 2001. When did it come out? The Dictator.
Yeah, because you said you went to North Korea in 2015.
Yeah, it's 2015.
The Dictator.
What?
Well, the Dictator's the one with Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
What's the one with with James Franco? Is that the one you're talking of, where James Franco's in North Korea or whatever?
Yeah, I think so.
What the fuck?
I think there was one before.
The Interview.
The Interview.
2014.
Yeah, there we go.
That makes sense.
Oh, snap. So wait a minute. The Dictator is a different one. Yeah, the Interview.
Is 2012.
Yeah, the Interview. Yeah. So that's right. That's right before. So that came out, and I watched a lot of documentaries. So I knew everything that could possibly happen, or everything.
What did you learn?
That you got to be freaking careful, bro. Like you got to do things correct. Everything,
What does that mean, though?
Meaning, like, they're going to ask you questions. Make sure you know how to answer those questions.
Meaning lie.
Yeah.
Are they asking you, like, what do you think of our supreme leader?
How'd you know that? Well,
I'm assuming, like, these are the obvious ones we all think of.
But that's an actual question. What do you think about our supreme leader?
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got to say, like, he's great, right?
I said, he's all right. Because I didn't feel like I wanted to lie, so I used slang. I always use slang. I'm like, yeah, he's alright, you know, because that can mean anything, you know. But that's what I did.
Do they know what I means though?
No.
They're like, what is this I?
Yeah, he's alright. Yeah, so I knew they were gonna ask questions. I knew that I would have no contact. That I knew. What I didn't know was that they would take my passport.
Oh, they take your passport when you go there.
That's
where do they put it?
They keep it. The hotel keeps it. They
have the hotel takes it.
You don't have it. So like when I talk about, a lot of times in some of my viral videos with North Korea, I'll say that I went to the most dangerous country in the world. Sometimes I say the #1 most dangerous country to rattle people's mind. I like to use English in a weird way. So I'll say I went to the #1 most dangerous country in the world. It's like, it's not dangerous. It's not dangerous. And
I'd say it's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous. And they'll say, oh, other countries are dangerous, like Syria. And I'm like, listen, being kidnapped, being blown up by bombs is not the only danger in the world. When you don't have access and you can't leave when you want, that's dangerous.
And you get thrown into labor camps or executed if you say one thing wrong about the leader. It's next level.
You have to be very, very, and it's real. Like it's you have to be careful.
Did you talk to people who had been there before you went?
No. I don't know. I don't know anyone who's been there. The only person I ever know who's been there is Dennis Rodman, and he's also one of the inspirations for me saying, "Fuck that! I'm gonna go by myself." I'm like, if that guy went, I definitely could go. Seriously, that's one of my inspirations for going.
Thank you for watching the video, guys. Please hit that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.